Sophia had always believed her life was simple. She had a small apartment, a stable job, and a routine that never changed. But everything shifted on an ordinary Tuesday evening. The evening her phone rang with a number she didn't recognize. At first, she ignored it. Unknown numbers were usually telemarketers. But the call came again and again until finally, something in her chest tightened. She picked it up. "Is this Sophia Turner?" A calm, elderly man's voice asked. "Yes, who is this?" There was a long pause, the kind that fills a room with fear. "My name is Daniel Hale," the man said softly. "And I knew your mother." Sophia froze. Her mother had died when she was only 5. She barely remembered her face. "How do you know her?" she whispered. The man exhaled shakily. "Because I was the last person she spoke to before she died." Her heart dropped. Before Sophia could ask anything, the man continued. "There are things she wanted to tell you, things she couldn't say back then. But she left something for you." Sophia's breath caught. "Left something? For me?" "Yes," the man said. "A recording. Her last message." Sophia felt her world tilt. Tears welled up. A message? From her mother? After 22 years? "Where are you?" she asked quickly. The man gave her an address. An old house on the edge of town. A storm had started by the time she reached the place. The house was old, quiet, almost abandoned. Daniel, a frail man with tired eyes, opened the door. Without a word, he handed her a small, dusty cassette tape. "Your mother recorded this the night she left," he said. "She asked me to give it to you when you were old enough to understand." Sophia's hands trembled as she placed the tape into an old player Daniel kept. The room fell silent. The tape crackled. Then a woman's soft voice filled the air. "Sophia, my sweet girl, if you're hearing this, I'm no longer with you. But I need you to know the truth." Sophia covered her mouth as she heard her mother's voice for the first time in decades. The message continued, her mother's voice breaking. "I never wanted to leave you. I was protecting you from someone." Sophia's heart pounded. "Your father isn't who you think he is." Daniel turned pale. The tape ended suddenly, cut off before the truth could be revealed. Sophia stared at Daniel. "Who is she protecting me from?" she demanded. Daniel swallowed hard. "From the man who's been looking for you ever since she died." Sophia felt cold all over. "Who?" she whispered. Daniel looked toward the window. "He found you." The lights flickered. Heavy footsteps approached the house. A shadow stood outside the door. Sophia's heartbeat thundered in her chest as the shadow outside the old wooden door stretched across the floor. Rain hammered the roof. Wind rattled the windows. But inside the house, everything was silent. Daniel slowly stepped backward, fear trembling in his eyes. "Sophia," he whispered, "whatever happens, don't open that door." The knocking began soft at first, then harder, then violent. Thud, thud, thud. Sophia flinched. "Who is he?" she hissed. "Why is he looking for me?" Daniel swallowed, his voice barely a breath. "Because your mother hid you from him. He wanted something, and she refused to give it." Sophia's chest tightened. "What did he want?" Daniel shook his head slowly. "It wasn't something, it was someone." Before she could ask, the knocking stopped. Silence. Then a calm, cold voice spoke through the door. "Sophia, I know you're in there." Her blood froze. "How does he know my name?" she whispered. Daniel's hands shook as he reached for a small wooden box hidden under a shelf. He pushed it into her hands. "Your mother told me, if this man ever found you, give you this. Keep it close. Don't let him take it." Sophia held the box tightly. It felt heavier than it looked, as if something inside carried a weight far beyond its eyes. The voice outside the door grew sharper. "Your mother and I had unfinished business. And you have something that belongs to me." Sophia's breath hitched. Daniel stepped forward, motioning her to move back. "I'll handle him," he whispered. But before he could reach the door, the lock clicked. Sophia gasped. "How did he?" The door swung open slowly, the stormlight outlining the figure standing outside. A tall man in a dark coat, soaked from the rain, expression cold. eyes sharp, the kind of eyes that felt like they saw through people. He stepped inside without permission. "Sophia," he said softly, "you look just like her." Her stomach twisted. Daniel stood between them. "You need to leave. Now." The man tilted his head. "You've taken care of her long enough, old friend. It's time she learns the truth." Sophia stepped back. "What truth?" The man's lips curled slightly. "The truth about who your mother really was." Daniel's face went pale. "No, she's not ready." Sophia's voice shook. "Ready for what?" The man looked directly into her eyes. "For the truth about your father." Her chest tightened painfully. "My father? He died when I was 5. The man cut her off sharply. "No, he didn't." Sophia felt the room spin. "What are you talking about?" The man stepped closer, lowering his voice. "You were lied to, protected, hidden." Daniel tried to interrupt, but the man raised a hand, a warning. "Sophia," he said calmly, "your father is alive." Sophia staggered back, hand over her mouth. "And he's been waiting a very, very long time to find you." Lightning flashed outside. Thunder shook the house. The wooden box in Sophia's hands suddenly felt like it was burning. The man's eyes dropped to it. "There," he whispered. "That box is the reason your mother died." Sophia's breath shattered. "What's inside it?" she whispered. The man smiled faintly. "Your mother's last secret, and the truth about who you really are." Sophia felt her knees weaken as the man's words echoed in the dimly lit room. "Your father is alive." Her whole life, every belief, every memory suddenly felt like a lie. Daniel stepped toward her, gently placing a hand on her shoulder. "Sophia, listen to me." But the man cut in sharply. "No. She deserves the truth. The truth her mother died protecting." Sophia swallowed hard, clutching the wooden box against her chest. "What truth?" she whispered. "What was my mother protecting me from?" "From you." The man stepped closer, slow, controlled, intimidating. "I'm not your enemy," he said softly. "But your father, he is not the man you think he was." Sophia's voice cracked. "Then who is he? Why did my mother lie to me?" The man exchanged a tense look with Daniel. Daniel squeezed his eyes shut, as if holding back something painful. "Sophia," Daniel said quietly, "your father wasn't a simple man. He—" A loud crack of thunder shook the house, making Sophia jump. Lightning flashed through the window, illuminating the man's cold expression. He continued, "Your father worked for people your mother tried to escape from. Dangerous people. People who don't forgive and never forget." Sophia's breath trembled. "My mother, she left because of him?" "No," the man said, shaking his head. "She left to protect you." He pointed at the wooden box in Sophia's hand. "That box contains the one thing your father wanted, and the one thing your mother refused to give him." Sophia's hands trembled. "What's inside it?" she whispered again. Daniel looked terrified. "Sophia, once you open it, there's no going back." The man's eyes hardened. "She needs to open it. Now." Daniel's voice rose, firm, for the first time. "No. If she opens it now, they will come." Sophia felt her lungs tighten. "They? Who's coming?" The man slowly walked to the window, pulling back the dusty curtain. Outside, in the stormy darkness, 2 black cars were parked near the house. Headlights off, engines silent, but visible, waiting. Sophia's heart dropped. Daniel whispered fearfully, "They found us." The man turned toward Sophia. "You have 2 choices," he said calmly. "Open the box and learn the truth. Or leave it closed and run for the rest of your life." Sophia felt tears fill her eyes. "Why me? What did I ever do?" The man stepped closer, lowering his voice. "You were born." Her breath caught. "Your father wanted you, not for love, not for family, but because you are the key. The only person who can open that box." Sophia stared at the box in her shaking hands, seeing it differently now. Not as a message, not as a memory, but as a curse. A soft click suddenly filled the room. Daniel turned toward the door, horrified. "They're here. Footsteps approached the house. Slow, heavy, certain. Sophia tightened her grip on the box. The man looked at her, serious, urgent. Sophia, whatever happens, do not let them take that box. A loud, powerful pound rattled the door.
Bang!
Open up, a deep voice commanded. We know she's inside. Sophia backed away, trembling. The man whispered, Get ready, this is only the beginning. The pounding on the door grew louder, shaking the entire house.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
Daniel stood in front of Sophia, trembling but determined. The mysterious man moved toward the door, jaw tight, eyes sharp. Sophia, he said without looking back, this is your last chance. You decide your fate now. Sophia clutched the wooden box closer. Her heart felt like it was breaking through her chest. Tell me what's in this box, she pleaded. Daniel turned, his voice trembling. Your mother's last truth. The truth she died protecting. The man added quietly, and the truth your father would kill to get. Another heavy pound hit the door. Crack. A crack split through the wood. Sophia gasped. The man hissed, There's no time. Sophia's hands shook as she slowly opened the latch of the box.
Click.
Daniel's eyes widened. Sophia, wait. She opened it. Inside lay a small silver key, old but shining. Attached to it was a folded piece of paper in her mother's handwriting. Sophia opened the note with trembling fingers. Her mother's voice echoed in her mind as she read. Sophia, this key opens a place where your real identity is protected. Trust no one, not even the man who claims to be your father. You are stronger than the life you were born into.
Run.
Live the life I never could. Sophia's breath caught. Tears ran down her cheeks. My identity? She whispered. What does that mean? The man sighed deeply. It means your father didn't want a daughter, he wanted an heir. Someone who could unlock what he never could. Sophia looked at the key again, suddenly understanding. But why me? Daniel spoke softly. Because you are the only good thing your mother left behind. She wanted you to have a life free from the darkness she escaped. A loud crash interrupted them. The door burst open. 2 men in dark coats rushed in. There she is. Take the box. Sophia screamed as one of the men lunged at her. But the mysterious man blocked him instantly, slamming him against the wall. I told you, he growled. You're not touching her. Daniel grabbed Sophia's arm urgently. Go. Out the back door. Sophia hesitated. What about you? He smiled sadly. I promised your mother I'd protect you. And I will. Another shout echoed through the house. Sophia, run. She clutched the key, wiped her tears, and ran through the back hallway. Rain soaked her instantly as she burst outside. Behind her, the house erupted in chaos, shouting, crashing, fighting. But Sophia didn't stop. She ran until her legs felt numb, until her lungs burned, until the house disappeared behind the trees. At the edge of the forest, she stopped, breathing heavily, staring at the silver key in her hand. Her mother's words echoed. Live the life I never could. Sophia made her choice. She turned away from the darkness behind her and stepped toward a future built on truth, not fear. She didn't know what the key opened. She didn't know what mysteries waited ahead, but she knew one thing. She was free. The end.